I am Chalfant, and this is Chalfant TV.
좀만 뒤로 가. 진영이다. 맞죠?
What's up, everybody? I'm Chalfant, and welcome to Chalfant TV. I'm an educator and school principal, and on this channel we dive deep into BTS. And I post videos at the same time every day. Today I'm going to be listening and reacting to more of the Agust D mixtape. And today's reaction will include 140503 at Dawn, Tony Montana, and Interlude Dream Reality. I'll probably listen to each song more than once. And Tony Montana has a live performance, and there's also a BTS reaction of the performance while they're backstage. So I'm excited to listen to it. So we'll get started with 140503 at Dawn. Oh, at dawn, waking up, man. I was like, what's going on? Check an email.
세상 가이단주 집을 더 난 우리의 감정 소모하는 게 싫어진 19살 나의 관점에서 봤을 때 연습생생활 거의 말좀 덕분에 생긴 게 피칭 인간관계는 빵점 항상 준비해놓지 두 개의 가면 방어적인 모습들도 모습을 숨겨가며 철저히 나를 숨겨 죄인이 된 듯만해 감옥 같던 숙소밖을 단 한 발짝도 못 나가네 멀어져가네 주위에 친구 가족 그게 뭐든지 간에 머물지 못하고 내 곁을 스쳐 지나가 인간관계란 관에게 화살은 아직 끝나가 외롭지 않은 척 괜히 괜찮은 척 배신이 열심히 강한 척하면 내 앞에 놓아버린 벽 들어오지 마 난 이 넓은 바다에서 날 버리지 마
While I know some of that is his personality itself and his incredible focus on his work and not having time for anything else, the other piece I think to think about is like the life of a trainee or even somebody on BTS is just that you're completely busy and he's having to put up this front about himself, and what he's able to do is actually hide these inner emotions that he has that he seems to actually let out in his music anyway, but he's also hiding that inner weak self as he describes, which I think a lot of us do that, especially those of us who are in a profession where we have to like bring energy each and every day, and it's not always real energy, you know, because it's also true that the impact we have on others is kind of not all that matters, but when you're in a job where you need to perform or you're relying on so many other people, and I'm kind of thinking about education right now where it's never about me, it's about everyone else, there's the potential that anything I say or do can have a profound impact on somebody else. And somebody once told me, for those of you who might be looking for any advice, that depending on your position, like I think about my position as a school leader, I have hundreds of conversations each and every day, but for those who I'm talking to, their conversation with me might be the most important conversation they're having that day, that week, that month, or even year, who really knows. So if you head into every conversation like that, you might listen better, you might give better advice, things like that. I think that adds a lot of pressure, you know, whether it's needed or not. I think if we think back to ourselves as students, right, we can all remember these small conversations with teachers or adults in the building that had a profound impact on our lives, whether it's a positive conversation or a negative conversation. So just food for thought. Sorry I went off on a tangent a little bit, but I just wanted to relate that to what Yoongi was saying. So now I'm going to listen and react to Tony Montana. You know, before we actually get into the song and listen to more of the lyrics and the meaning behind the song, I think I remember from Scarface the fact that not a lot of people were behind Tony Montana and supporting him. He kind of was like out on his own in a lot of ways. All the songs have such a different feel. This is like a classic mixtape song.
별일 없이 늘 검어가는 힙합의 소미야 야 네가 뭘 해도 야 네가 뭘 해 아무런 봐줘 네 도전 봐봐 Yeah fuck the system 어색해 봐봐 밑바닥부터 탑까지 박살 Yeah fuck the rhythm 어색보다
This song reminds me of when I was younger, when friends would first get their license. I never had a car growing up because we didn't have money, but going in my friends' cars, sometimes we'd hear music on radios, not inside a car, and always think about like, oh, that's going to be a banger in the car, and thinking about like subwoofers or something like that. This kind of has that feel to it. You know, it makes me wonder, not that I have subwoofers in my car, although I do have some in the garage, but thinking about how it would sound with, you know, the bass all the way up. I guess the other thing to think about Tony Montana is that he was also like in his prime at the top, or at least he felt at the top of the world. But everybody was out to get him as well. Now I'm going to watch a live performance. It looks like it says with Jimin, which will be interesting. But I think this has Spanish subtitles, and I know I have quite a few people who watch my channel and comment who are Spanish speakers as well. Right now, if the crowd is there and they're listening to Tony Montana, not knowing that Jimin is going to be in this song, I think it's probably going to be pretty crazy. And I don't know what part he's going to come out either, because I don't remember a part where he's singing either. Also, side note, it didn't look like it was fully in Spanish. You know, I took quite a few years of Spanish. Not that I'm fluent or anything like that, but some words look like they were in Spanish, some look like a different language, but let me know in the comment. I love watching them live. It just gets me excited about the potential of going to a concert, but also listening and reacting to more of BTS's songs. I feel like I'm getting a little impatient, but it's been good to be able to dive into each member individually as well. So now I'm going to watch BTS Backstage reacting to Tony Montana. And it looks like it's going to be J-Hope, V and Jin. Alright, that song definitely has a vibe to it, and I'm interested in hearing what this next song, Interlude, Dream, Reality, is going to sound like, just because his songs have kind of in contrast to each other in terms of how they sound. And I'm saving So Far Away just for a reaction of its own, because of the fact that there are a few versions of it as well. Is that what the mixtape cover actually looks like? Because when I see that quote, "That's the bad guy," you know, that reminds me of Tony Montana too, where he says, "Say hello to the bad guy." I think that's what he says. Is this him playing the piano? I could hear this melody being used in a lot of different ways. So I was going to ask what the word interlude means, and after hearing that, I think that really is an interlude, you know, kind of the bridge between a song to the next song. But I think it's been good listening and reacting to the Agust D mixtape. It sounds like I just have one more song left to do, so you might see that next. Alright, well, if you're still here with me, go ahead and crush that like button for this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications so that you're alerted to when new videos come out. Thanks for joining me. I am Chalfant, and this is Chalfant TV. And as Jimin says, you nice, keep going.